सुनता था किस्से कहानियाँ, पक्की थी उससे यारियाँ. That part of the song is from my own journey as a child. I was very attached to this one tree. I still don't know after so many years what home is. जो पहाड़ी लोग होते हैं ना, उनमें होता है ये थोड़ा दिमाग ठंडा होता है पहाड़ियों का. जब मैं कश्मीर जाती हूँ तो मुझे लगता है घर तो यही है. Hi, this is Aabha Hanjura and you're watching me on Radio City Freedom and this is Story of a Song. पहुँचूँगा कब अपनी गली, अपने कूचे. मेरे मकान was about revisiting home through my lens. It was about unfolding emotions of what happens when home becomes a distant memory. It comes from a personal experience of how I felt when I went back to my childhood home in Kashmir. And it was about addressing so many emotions that I have had when I think of home, and the fact that I have struggled with the idea of home for many years and I still don't find a lot of answers. So Mere Makaan was about catharsis for me through the process of writing this song, which doesn't conform to any norms of how modern day songs are. It was about a whole new inspiration musically for me to go back to my roots of nazm, ghazal, of that style of writing, I think, which really came through when I started writing this song. It was about doing a song that is so radically different from whatever people are used to listening from me, in a way to reinvent myself at some point as an artist and also challenge myself to throw myself in a complete deep end. So much more. This is a very, very special milestone in my career in terms of so much that this song brings with it for me as an artist and in my journey. So the idea for the song, I wouldn't say came to me. It's an idea that I have lived with, because it's a part of my lived identity. So it was I think the song was always in me, but eventually I feel like this song is now coming through me as a story of displacement, as a story of what it means to go through different stages of processing emotions of missing home and staying away from your roots. And I feel like it's not an idea that came to me, it is an idea that I have lived with, an idea I have struggled with. So the song is a very natural extension of who I am, and that is why I feel it's my most honest and most personal work so far. Well, I've been singing in multiple languages. I've been singing in Punjabi. I've also done another beautiful original in Hindi called Madno. I have done a lot of Hindi and Urdu music, but this Mere Makaan is possibly my most defined Hindi original that is coming through. Because it's written by me, composed by me, and in a way a lot of people have recognized a lot of my Kashmiri folk pop music that has come out, but as an artist I've always looked at myself as a multilingual folk pop artist, and I really write in so many languages, Hindi and Urdu being one of them too. Yes, and I'm really looking forward to widening a lot of my horizons with this song and inviting in a lot of new audiences into my music with a Hindi song like Mere Makaan. So a lot more people discover the other music that I have done too. Fondest memory of home. Well, I don't know. I think childhood, I guess we all, I think everybody's idea of home is the comfort of, that childhood time where there is a certain companion through your childhood. For me, that metaphor came alive in the song through पेड़ मेरे आंगन का लड़कपन का हमराज था, सुनता था किस्से कहानियाँ, पक्की थी उससे यारियाँ. That part of the song is from my own journey as a child. I was very attached to this one tree in my backyard, and it came into the songwriting in a natural way. I think all kids, they make friends with animals, trees, plants. It's that little time in our life where we connect to all forms of life, you know, because we are so innocent from inside. So I guess that part of in fact, that's the only part of the song which is a very pleasant, pretty, nostalgic, beautiful, cute, playful part in the song, which actually is a roller coaster of emotions. There are 4 acts in the song. There is the beginning, then there is the playfulness, then there is sadness, and then there is chaos. You know, that's how the song ends. Yeah, so I'm looking forward for people to experience all the emotions through Mere Makaan. I still don't know after so many years what home is for me. That's what I said. It's an idea I've really struggled with. I still struggle with. I have a dream of a beautiful home in the middle of the valley at some point. I don't know if that's something that will happen soon or not, but I am working towards it. And yeah, I think home is where the heart is, home is where your roots are, home is where family is. But yeah, I think for me, I'm still finding answers to that question. I think it's always, okay, that's very tough. I don't know how to say one person, because my daughter is my home, my husband is my home, my family, my parents are, my mom's lap is my home. You know, and on a tired day, like, I still like to go and just sit in front of her and tell her to give me food, feed me with her hands, because I think that's home, that feeling of comfort in some way. Not the brick and mortar part of it, but like the comfort and the nestled, you know, feeling of home is also people. I love performing in Delhi. I think it's just beautiful. The energy is so wild and it's so amazing. Apart from that, I've always enjoyed concerts in Kashmir. Bangalore is also, you know, beautiful city where we've had really amazing shows. Tough to pick out a favorite, but I would say, yeah, Delhi and Kashmir, I guess, like, where audiences are really receptive, beautiful, and kind and warm. But I think Bombay, oh my god, Bombay also. I had a beautiful audience at Nita Mukesh Ambani Cultural Center where we performed, and it was just heartwarming. Holiday destination, home away from home. I loved Bhutan. It was beautiful. It was very warm. It was very, I mean, of course, mountains and me are like, you know, I'm a girl from the hills, so I love the hills. And I think anywhere there you would find that. But Bhutan is a very different, what's beautiful about Bhutan is that it's got, its people are just so kind, and they have so much love for their land that you can really feel it. The way they conserve culture, the way they conserve their land, it's just beautiful to see. Yeah, and there's a genuine light-heartedness to that place, and you know, which I think a lot of people जो पहाड़ी लोग होते हैं ना, उनमें होता है ये, थोड़ा दिमाग ठंडा होता है पहाड़ियों का, so उनका भी है. और मेरा मतलब मुझे, the Kashmiri in me is always looking for serenity, is always looking for peace, is always looking for quiet. So yeah, I would say Bhutan was beautiful. Yeah, I've also loved Italy, but yeah, that's a different vibe. Mere Makaan is not only about Kashmir. Mere Makaan is about the idea of home. The Mere Makaan is about displacement at large. Mere Makaan is about what happens when home becomes a distant memory. You could be living somewhere so far away from your home, and you could be missing a childhood home, where you grew up, and maybe all the memories that are attached to that. You could be someone who got displaced because of a reason, and then you miss your home. Mere Makaan is about displacement at large, and more about home, the feeling of missing your home. That's what the song is about. But must do things in Kashmir, I must tell you as a Kashmiri for sure, is number one, of course, do the go to a non-touristy place like the Aru Valley, or like a little offbeat. Don't go to like the regular touristy places, and then just don't do anything there for a few. Don't stay in those fancy hotels. Stay in those little huts and those little places where where there is enough for you to explore nature. Also go to a beautiful place like Gurez Valley, where the people are so warm and the place is a little untouched. And if you have to do the typical Kashmir thing, then of course go to Shikaras and do the Dal Lake and chill by the Dal Lake for sure. And more importantly, never miss the local kandur, and there's some bakery of Kashmir which is very, very special and very different from whatever else that you've ever had. So try that. Family, roots, and belonging, I guess, feeling like you belong here. I guess the fact that you never feel out of place in the place that you are, that just feels home. Tough to pick one, but I guess Na Mera Duji Mitti Se Vasta, I think that one, because that really summarizes the song. That I have been all over the country. I've lived all over India. I have I speak so many Indian languages. I speak Punjabi fluently. I speak Kannada very fluently. I speak Hindi, English, Kashmiri, of course, my mother tongue. But and I feel at home with most people that I interact with all across the country, in the world. I feel comfortable, but then there is something about the fact that at the end of so many years of by this time in my life, I have still felt like, after I've lived everywhere, interacted with everyone, I just don't still feel like ना मेरा दूजी मिट्टी से वास्ता. बिकॉज जब मैं कश्मीर जाती हूँ तो मुझे लगता है घर तो यही है. तो जो कनेक्शन है वो हर किसी का होता है अपने अपने घर से. आप अगर आप लखनऊ से हैं, आप कहीं पे भी रहें ज़िंदगी भर, आप लखनऊ लैंड कीजिए और आपको लगेगा कि अब हम आ गए घर. या फिर इफ़ यू आर फ्रॉम साउथ इंडिया, यू विल फील द सेम अबाउट योर ancestral village or your home, wherever you're from. It's just that connection. So वो ना मेरा दूजी मिट्टी से वास्ता is, I think, that line that I connect with the most. बेआवाज़ हूँ मैं, पूछूं किससे ये बता, क्या होगा कभी मेरा, तू बता फैसला, पहुँचूंगा कब अपनी गली, अपने कूचे, अपने मकान, मेरे मकान, मेरे मकान बढ़ता ही जा रहा है, तुझसे मेरा फासला मेरे मकान. Thanks for watching me on Story of a Song. Subscribe to Radio City Freedom.